guys. Welcome to Grander Marine. We've had a lot of people asking about the new 300 V8 Mercuries. You know, 4.6 liter V8. They're lighter weight than the L6 Verados, but they tap out at 300 horsepower non-supercharged. And I have the opportunity today, we're actually going to run two boats back to back. We're going to run a 38 Fountain, a triple 300 V8s, and we're going to run another 38 Fountain. Tyler can show you over there. It has triple 400 L6 Verados. And so what we're going to do is we're going to give you some test data. I'm going to run them both back to back today. I'm going to try to gear them to where they're the same basically as far as what gear they're taking off in. These motors have 1.85 to 1 gear ratio. We're going to run 28-inch Bravo FS's. The boat we're going to run with the 400 L6s. It's got 1.75 to 1 gear ratio. We're going to run it with 23 Rev 4s. So you kind of be taking off in the same gear. You know, you got 6,800 RPM out of the 400's rev limiter, 6,000 RPM rev limiter out of these 300 V8s. And we're going to write down some performance data, fuel economy, time for acceleration, see what we can come up with. I'm curious to know myself. So right now we're on board the first boat we're going to run. It's a 2020 38 Fountain. It's actually hull number 91, and it's got the triple 300 V8s on it. And Tyler's going to show you a walk around here. Pretty much identical boats as the other one. Simrad electronics. This boat does have an open bow, and instead of the forward lounger that the other boat's going to run, so very minimal difference in weight overall. As you can see back here, these new lighter weight V8 300s in black. So here's our all new 2020 38 Fountain. This boat's rigged with the triple 400 L6 Verados. We got Cam over here changing the wheels for us, going with stock 23 Rev 4s. Like I said, we have the same gear ratio set up for takeoff. All right, so this boat's actually hull number 92 for Fountain. That's hull number 91 right over there that we're going to run as well. And our triple 400M Verados. These motors weigh about 700 pounds a piece. V8s weigh about 600 pounds a piece. Now this boat's also equipped with the new back seat for Fountain. That's a new backrest now. Allows you to use the 8 rod holders on the transom while your seat's in place. And you can still open your live well with the seat in place. One on each side, obviously. And if you want to remove this, there's 3 screws here, you know. Take those off. You can leave that at the house if you want to, but very nice design. Fountain did a great job. Alright, so we're currently on board the 38 Fountain with the triple 300 Verado V8s. We're fixing to do some testing for you. Alright, so just in gear, dead in gear, we're at 1.69, 1.75. You know, that's our fuel efficiency just in gear at 4.5 miles per hour. We're not traveling with any current or anything, so we're just going to do the same thing in the other boat and give you all the best data that we can. All right, so here's fuel efficiency. It's say if you're trolling lure speed, you know, around 8 knots. It's sitting around 1.4 miles per gallon, 1.3. We'll show our spread to the back. So. All right, so we're about to put this baby on plane. 300 V8s, 28-inch Bravo FS's. These are the 1.85 to 1 gear ratio motors. Here goes. incredible 1.5, almost 1.6 miles per gallon on this 38-foot boat, triple 300s. So they're up to 40. Right now we're seeing on and off just a touch. Seeing almost 1.7. Wow, that's crazy. 45. 1.6. Whoa. Feel the torque every time I push the throttles. It's instant torque. I'm just barely bumping them forward when it does that. We're up to 55. And once again, these accelerations, they're not wide open. It's just bumping it up just a touch. Wow, 1.49. Let's take her to 60 and see what happens. Here close to 60. Looks like it's going to want to settle out in the 1.15, 1.2 range. So looking here at our Simrad 16-inch Evo 3, this was our track. We left the ramp, went down the ICW, came back, made a loop around, got some drone footage, and are making a loop back around. So like I said, we're going to do our best to have the same track on the 400 boat here shortly. After completing our test run on the 38 Fountain with the 300 V8s, here's our performance data. She achieved a top speed of 71.4. We covered 15 miles, did it in 40 minutes, burned 12.9 gallons of fuel. We're going to do our best to make the same exact run with the 400 boat and show you what that data looks like. Well guys, here we are on the 2020 38 Fountain, only she's got L6 400 Verados. They're M-Series, not the Racing Series. This boat looks like we got about 60 more gallons of gas than the other boat. It has a forward lounger and a dive door, but other than that, the boats are identical. We're spinning stock 23 Rev 4s with the vent holes plugged, and hopefully that should get us the same gear ratio that we are achieving with the V8s. As far as we should be about 200-250 RPM off the rev limiter as we were on the V8s. And if you look here, looks like maybe it's a little better fuel efficiency at dead idle. You know, it's about some 175, 187 to close to 2, about 4 miles an hour, you know. And let's bump her up. Let's get us a trolling speed. Let's get her up to 8 miles an hour. Here we are at trolling speed, 8 to 8.4, about 1.5 miles per gallon, roughly. Once again, this is the 400s. Similar weight. All right. So we're about to put the throttles on the dash on this 38 Fountain with 400s. Here we go. to 70. All right, here we are at 30, 1.4. Down to, and there we are at 35, roughly 1.6. Let's go to 40. Looks like it's right around 156, 145. Looks like it's around 1.5 as well. Let's come up to 50. Guys, this concludes our run in the 38 Fountain with triple 400Ms, the L6 Verados. And on this trip, we did the same trip, about the same amount of time, 39 minutes. Max speed 79.5 miles per hour. I have to look back, I'm not sure. I think maybe the V8s were a little more efficient on this run, but you know, about 8-9 mile an hour slower. As you can see, here's our same run through Orange Beach, leaving the ramp, running down the ICW, coming back around, getting some drones, and we're idling back to the ramp. But hope y'all guys enjoy this information. Once again, this was 23 Rev 4s. Our props weren't hitting exact RPMs on this boat like they were on the V8s, but should give you some pretty good data. Alright, so we're back here at Grander Marine and had a great time running both these boats. I gotta say, both great power packages, you know, both great options for anybody looking for a high performance offshore capable center console platform. But overall, in conclusion, I would say the 300 V8s, they had a little bit more punch. Out of the hole, a little bit more punch, mid-range throttle. No delay from the supercharger or the L6. And the numbers, I think, prove that. You can see the time to plane's a little quicker. There is one underlier that boat was, you know, maybe 800-900 pounds lighter than the boat with the 400s because of options and current fuel on board. However, the 400s, they had a little bit more punch, say from 40 to 70 miles per hour. So the V8s were a little faster from 0 to 40. The 400s were a little faster from 40 to 70. Top speed, you know, that speaks for itself. More horsepower, more speed. Efficiency, in the low end, you know, 0 to 40 miles per hour, maybe even up to 45 miles per hour. The V8s had a slight edge on the L6 400s. However, once you started getting to a faster cruise, around 50 to 60 miles per hour, the 400s, they achieved better fuel efficiency. So if you want to cruise at a higher cruise speed, you know, the 400s are going to give you more range. But if you're all right cruising in the slower speeds, the 300s may give you similar to about the same range, maybe a little bit more. Keep in mind also, you know, you load these boats down heavy weight, you know, for a tournament, you know, or whatever you're doing with it. If you're running to the Bahamas or running long range somewhere, you know, these top speed numbers may drop as low as 7, 8, 9, maybe even as much as 10 miles per hour. So these numbers are going to go down. And so where's the sweet spot you want to be at? But overall, great packages. I think anybody would be happy with both, but you decide, you know, which power would you like on your next Super Center console?